I love it.
Okay. Real quick, let's throw out a little disclaimer. We are not healthcare professionals. And
Nope.
so everything that we say, you might want to check with your healthcare professional before you decide to embark on anything that we're discussing. Right,
Yeah,
girls?
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's been a hot minute since we were together.
I know
It
it's
has
you
been. It
guys.
it
So,
has been. When was the last time? Long time ago.
Gosh.
gosh, I'd be scared to
Yeah.
ask. It's been at
Yeah.
least been at least 4 or 5 months.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least.
About
yeah.
four.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, how is everybody doing?
Hanging in there. Hanging in. We have a heat wave going through Europe now, so it's kind of on the hot side over here. It's
How
kind of on
hot
the
is
hot.
it?
It's up in the 90s, but it's just hot. I mean, it's just really, it's early to be this hot. Let's put it that way. This started like the end of May. We had like a week of this. And now this has been like another week in June. But usually this is the kind of hot weather we'll get like towards the end of July, some of August. So it's just really hot, really early. And Italy isn't even that bad compared to like France is awful. I have friends that went to France. I have friends that are in Spain and they're dying over there as well. So yeah, it's just been really, really hot.
Do you
Really,
have
really
Well,
hot.
well,
heat?
well,
Yes, 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 yes. Thank goodness we have air conditioning at home. A lot of people don't. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't have air conditioning. Just through Europe, I was reading the other day on the news, they were saying yesterday in Great Britain that like the buses don't even have air conditioning because they're not used to this kind of heat.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, a lot of places aren't used to this kind of heat in the summertime. So a lot of places don't have air conditioning. So yeah, it's rough. It's rough. If you don't have air, years ago, air conditioning was just considered a luxury.
Mhm.
Now it's an essential. I mean, you cannot live without air conditioning anymore here. And when I see people, especially in Rome, the tourists that come and like stand in line for like an hour outside of the Colosseum or outside of the Vatican to get in and they're under the sun, it's rough. It's
Yeah.
rough. It's crazy. It really is.
Yeah,
So,
the older I get, the more I do not like the heat.
yeah. No, I'm with you.
I used to love
well,
it.
I'm with
I
I'm with
grew up
you.
when I was growing up in central Alabama here. We didn't have air conditioning until I
Mm.
was, gosh, I think we got our first window unit air conditioner when I was like 16 or 17 years old. And I remember begging mama, it was in the living room. And I remember begging my mama, Mama, can I sleep in the living room? No, son.
Like, but it wasn't this hot though when we were kids though. This was not the summers that we had when we were kids. It would be hot maybe a couple of days, during the summer, but it was never this type of heat, this kind of heat. It's just gotten progressively worse and worse and worse through the years. It was never this hot when we were growing up.
So far in California, we're having a mild summer, but it's just
Okay.
barely starting. As we get towards, July and August, the end of August is usually awful.
Hot, yeah.
July
Yeah.
forecast mornings.
Oh gosh.
So, besides the
Yeah.
weather, how's everybody doing?
Good. Besides the weather, everybody's doing good. How about yourself?
Fine, doing
Good.
fine.
Yeah.
I can't complain. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Good.
You
I
look
mean,
great.
Good.
and that's what I wanted to talk about today was being happy with yourself
Hmm.
and not
Think,
I mean you alluded to it the other day, Jalene, about not letting the scale dictate your happiness.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've had a rough 3 or 4 months. There's been a lot going on. It's getting better. I'm feeling more grounded.
good. Good.
Uh, but I had a really rough 3 or 4 months. And although my weight stayed the same, because, I fasted every single day, that's one thing I never give up. But my health started to have issues. My glucose went up, my A1C went up.
Really?
Yes, yeah. But my weight stayed the same. So my post was about don't just judge your weight according to your scale because there's a lot more things that can be going on. And I know for me, it was stress. I know stress really can affect your glucose. Stress can affect everything. It affects how you eat, how much you eat, when you eat, how fast you eat.
How you
Uh,
sleep, and that makes sense.
yes,
Oh,
Takes effect on
yeah, That's
Okay.
Sleep.
exactly.
How you sleep? Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yes.
I was
Hmm.
sleeping good. I would wake up in the night and I was just worrying and overthinking and but so it was a little bit of a health scare, and it just helped me kind of reel myself back in.
Hmm.
I discovered I've been using a CGM, which is a
Yeah,
continuous
yeah.
monitor, and wow, the data is so interesting. So I've always had an earlier eating window because I just felt better, but the data shows I have way better glucose control in the late morning, early afternoon.
Oh, wow.
If
See
I eat
that.
after 4 or 5, my glucose stays high all night long.
Really?
Yes. So I've been starting to open my window around 10 a.m. and closing it around 2 or 3. And boy, just within the last 30 days, my numbers have gone way, way down, and I'm feeling a lot more grounded. And so interesting, you
Wow,
know?
it is.
I wonder, is that a thing that's common to a lot of people, or is that just one of these things where we're all different and that's you?
Yeah, I think it's we're all different. I think thyroid issue, that's part of it. I think because I've been stressed, I've had a lot of cortisol, which is also part of not being able to control glucose numbers. Because I know there's a lot of people that have an evening window. Daniela, you do, and your glucose, your A1C is real, and you too, Mike. Your A1Cs
Yeah.
are great. Mine
Yeah.
just for some reason had gone way up. Not
No.
diabetic yet, but so close.
But
Like
off the scale for you, that wasn't your regular reading. That wasn't something that you usually had anyway. So that was
ex-
off for you.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's your normal reading?
My normal A1C was
Hmm.
about a 5.1, and it
Okay.
was to a 5.7. And you know what really upset me is I was horrified. And my doctor, who's no longer my doctor, she didn't think that was a big deal. She said, that's pretty normal. And I was like, well, maybe it's normal, but that's not a good number. I am so close to pre-diabetes, and I'm not okay with that.
And that wasn't your number. You weren't your that wasn't your trending number. So that was off the scales for you. So that's
Yeah,
what she should have paid attention to more than anything, you
exactly.
know?
She was more worried about other things that I wasn't as.
Yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
see, my trending number runs around
Hmm.
5.4,
Mhm.
somewhere around there. And
That's
the last 2 months ago, had my semi-annual uh, general practitioner appointment, and I love my doctor. She's sweet, she's young, and she's really knowledgeable.
that's great.
And she said she checked me all over and then sent me for blood work. And she said, I want you to lose about 10 more pounds or so. She said it wouldn't hurt. And one of the most wonderful things was she looked me right dead in the eye and she says, and I know you know how to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
That's
but see, this gets back to the whole point of how everyone's body reacts differently. My A1C is 4.9.
Oh
And
my
my last
goodness.
meal is like 8:30, and I don't, not always, but often have pasta. So like my meal is going to be pasta and like vegetables
Yeah,
or
but
meat or fish.
you have the good pasta over there.
the good pasta.
I do, but I eat late. If we're just talking about like hours of eating, I finish dinner at like 9 o'clock every day. It's not once in a while. Italy, we have dinner late. That's just the time that we eat dinner here is between 8 and 9 o'clock, especially in the summertime. So I'm always eating and finishing my meals late. So if that were the trend that if you eat, too late, your glucose is going to stay up all night, I'd be dead. I mean, I wouldn't have lost a pound. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't have been able to lose weight if that was the way my body interpreted, the carbs and whatnot. So this just goes back to say that how all of us just interpret and react to food differently.
Yeah. And for me, it
Yeah.
could have just been because I was in such a stressful period of my
Sure.
life
I'm
that
sure it was. I'm sure it was.
super wonky. But I've always known that I do better if I have an earlier window.
Hmm.
I don't sleep well if I eat too late. I
Hmm.
how I've always been, but we're
Hmm.
all different.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But it's
Absolutely.
been kind of, I don't want to say fun, but it's just been really interesting to
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
use data and to
Mm-hmm.
see exactly what foods work for me and what foods don't. And
Mm-hmm.
no surprise, ultra processed foods spike. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter if I do um, fiber first, fiber protein, ultra
Okay.
foods, my body is like, nope, what is
It
this?
doesn't make a difference. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, my body doesn't like it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just been, something to work on. And
Sure.
I'm feeling,
Sure. How's the new doctor? Is he or she more on board with the fasting and everything?
yeah, so I met with a new doctor, was it last week or the week before? I haven't, school is out for summer, so I can't remember what day. But anyways, yeah, I met with a new doctor and she's a holistic, more of a
Okay.
minded. She doesn't love fasting.
Mm.
She said she tells her clients if they want to fast, she prefers an earlier window too, because of
Okay.
she believes in the cortisol spike in the.
Okay.
But we all know that
Mm-hmm.
individual. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I let her know
Mm-hmm.
I usually open my window around 10, and she felt really happy with that. But
Okay.
I feel like I'm never going to find the perfect
Mm-hmm.
agrees 100%. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
life.
of course, of course.
Yeah, it's just life.
Of
And
course.
our doctors can tell us something and we cannot agree with it and
Oh, yeah.
do our own thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Daniela,
Yeah.
uh,
So what about you guys? Sorry, I don't want to be all about me.
yeah, well, that, I wanted we're just getting back together here, and I wanted just to simply focus on, are you happy with yourself?
You asking me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm very happy with myself. But I
Yay.
think that also has to go beyond your weight and beyond, a situation of fasting. I think it has to be a general situation for yourself
And this is
to
what I
be
wanted to,
and to be happy. I think a lot of things have to fall in place. Yeah. And I think life can't always be that easy because everybody has 1,000 things going on in their life. So there's always going to be maybe one or two or three things that might be off and you might get upset and you might, you know, say, okay, well, I'm going to go out and have, 10 burgers, whatever it may be, because you feel bad or because you're sad or because you're upset. But that's not going to solve your problems. I think a lot has to do also with one's personality. I'm the type of person that I always try to see the glass half full and not half empty. So I always try to find the good side of everything, even a bad situation, even a sad situation, because otherwise, crying to yourself or just going and trying to find something that's going to mask whatever the problem is not going to make that problem go away. So you kind of have to sit with it and say, okay, this is what I'm have to deal with. What do I do? What's the best scenario that I can do? How can I deal with this? And this, move on from there. But going and eating your feelings away is not going to solve your problems. You're going to feel worse afterwards because you might have the same problem and then you're just going to feel guilty because you ate, whatever you shouldn't have eaten. Maybe then it's just going to make you feel worse.
I think that's why we all get along so well, is because we all the bright side of things.
Oh, I think you have to. I really think you have to. I
Otherwise,
really think you have to.
life is going to beat you down.
No,
I mean,
no.
we all know there's a lot of not good things in the world, but
Yeah,
I choose
yeah.
to look towards the good.
Absolutely.
Thing when I was talking with Lori Lewis and Erica in a podcast a couple months ago,
hmm
Lori Lewis recommended a book, and I can't think of what it's called right now. Um, but when we are stressed and we're wanting to eat, it's the actual just thinking about the food that lights up our brain. So just thinking about it lights up our brain, but then once we actually eat it, we don't get that same response. So
hmm
that really helped me to reflect on that. It's just, thinking of
hmm
positive, happy things can light up your brain, but you don't have to actually, you know,
hmm
eat that.
And it doesn't always have to be food.
Yes, yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't have
yeah.
to always be food. I mean, it can be whatever. Like I say sometimes, especially at the beginning when people say, I'm struggling, I can't, if they're home and the time just doesn't go by fast enough. Well, do something, either get yourself out of the house if you can, make
Mhm.
a phone call to a friend, listen to, I don't know, your favorite music, read a book, do something just to get your mind
Write
off of
a journal,
food.
You journal, Mike?
Right.
I think journaling, or you wrote a journal,
Mhm.
right, Mike?
Mike,
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Mike's the
Now
writer in the group. Mike's the author in the group.
let me throw this in here. What we're describing right now is a common thread among food addicts, drug addicts,
Hmm.
excitement addicts. There's a whole list of
Gambling, I
things.
guess any kind of addiction. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's all basically
Hmm.
addictions, whether they be severe or
Hmm.
mild, and we just have
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
occupy ourselves with something else, change our mindset, start thinking about this instead of thinking about that, and we can turn the thing around.
Yeah. That's such a good point. And you're so
Yeah.
right. It's addictive behavior.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah, it's such a good.
Hmm. Hmm.
like this
We
right
have to
here.
focus on something else. I think it's important to be able to focus on something else, not just have that thing always stuck in your head. Sometimes you go through the day and say, "Oh, I can't wait to eat that," whatever it may be. Then it comes a time you're like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't even want that anymore."
We need to
Sometimes,
tame our inner toddlers.
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
yeah,
Well, you see my cup
that's
here.
Yeah,
Can you read it?
nice,
I love
nice,
art so much.
Well,
nice.
brother got me one for my birthday, and he knows that I'm a bass player from way back, musician. So he got me this one, and this one.
Can't see it.
Let me see if
Oh,
I can
that's
get it
nice.
in there. It's flames all around a
The
bass
flames with the
guitar.
guitar,
It-
Yeah,
nice.
I've drunk coffee out of it one time so far.
I'm using my
Oh,
camper. I don't know if you guys can see it. A girlfriend gave it to
that's
me
cute.
for my birthday.
Yeah, happy camper.
I took
That's
it to
cute.
work, and my kids put all these little sticker gems on it.
Oh, that's
They
cute.
they bedazzled it.
They
That's cute. Look
did.
at that.
They were like
That's
so
adorable.
amazed at how glittery and beautiful it was. So add more kids.
That's
Kids.
cute.
So
Kids
so
are
we're
the best.
coming in here. We're coming in here to focus, and we're talking about being happy with yourself.
Mhm.
And a lot of people relate that to their ability to fast for the amount of time that they want to fast. And if they don't get in that full fast, it's like that throws them off of the tracks.
Mm.
I see it on the groups all the time. Well, I just can't seem to be able to fast for this amount of time, and it's just I'm just about ready to give up.
Yeah. You know what can help with that is instead of focusing on the time fasted, focusing on the time that you actually are eating. So I don't even pay attention to the hours that are fasted. I just know 10:30. I'm going to keep it open for about 4 to 5 hours and then close it.
Mm.
So to me, it doesn't even matter what I did before, as long as I'm eating within
Mm.
a window. That's helped my brain.
Mm.
I know that doesn't
Mm.
everybody, because some people
Mm.
say, I fasted 19 hours, I fasted 20 hours. I mean, honestly, it's all the same. But
Mm.
for my,
Sure.
that works
Well, I
better.
think a lot of people also derail themselves if they say, "Oh, I had a cookie," thinking that they couldn't have had that cookie. So instead of one cookie, they go to two and they eat half a box of cookies.
Yeah.
And they just throw in the towel for the day. It's like, well, I started with this, I'm going to end, and they just go off on a binge.
Hmm.
So if you had a cookie or two or three, it's not the end of the world. Just keep doing what you're doing. There's no need to go off the deep end and say, okay, well, I ruined my day, so I'm just gonna, go off and have all the other junk, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
There's no need. Reel yourself back in and just continue, to eat what you wanted to eat without going crazy.
That's back to what
Yeah.
Mike was saying about the addictive behavior.
Right,
Mhm.
right, right. Well, how many times have we said everything? This whole lifestyle is just about balance. Okay, there's nothing more. It's really just about finding your true balance. Whether no one's going to eat every single day a perfect meal, a perfect, we're going to call it a diet, whatever you're going to call it yourself. There's nothing wrong if you have foods that are not, you think, diet brain allowed. Okay,
Mhm.
you can have a cookie, you can have a hamburger, you can have pizza, you can have pasta. We're not going to have 10 pounds of pasta every single day.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to have a box of Oreos every single day. That's the distinction that a lot of people don't really make. Okay, and I shouldn't have. Okay, that's it. And they just go off the rails. So
Yeah.
you have to find a balance with everything.
So true.
Have you ever noticed, Jalene, that Daniela uses that cookie as the
I do, because I know how people go off the rails with cookies.
There is
They start with one cookie, two
yeah,
cookie, and they're half a
it's
box of Oreos in,
there's a
and then they're,
it's the demon cookie.
yeah,
there's a
exactly.
children's book called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And it
Yes.
just talks about the mouse starts with one cookie and then the mouse wants this and more and more
Mm-hmm.
and more. And then it
Right.
always comes back to if you just give a mouse the cookie.
I never knew that book existed.
Right. Or if you say to yourself, "I'm gonna eat that cookie," then you eat an apple,
I'll
then
send
you eat an orange, you eat everything besides that cookie. At the end of the day, trust me, you're still going to eat that cookie because you're not going to get out of your head until you do.
Yeah.
So just eat the cookie and move on. That's it. Okay? And move on.
Wisdom from Daniela.
That's right. Cookie wisdom.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness, you guys are a mess. So back to the subject at hand, and we'll get away from cookies for a minute.
Though, right?
Yeah, the whole thing, and I want this to try and drive this point home. And if one of you guys want to drive it home better than I can, please do. It's the fact that it's not the scale, it's not the it's not the clothes, it's not anything else. It's how do you feel about yourself? Because if you wake up in the morning and you know that you have something in your arsenal that can take care of all of these problems, even if you eat the cookie, you have something in your arsenal that can take care of that. Don't you feel good? Don't you feel like you can be a success?
Yeah, I feel like although I had a really rough, 3 or 4 months, it was fasting that really helped me stay as grounded as I possibly could. It was the one thing that, even
The
though,
one constant that you had.
yeah, I wasn't sleeping great, I wasn't managing stress great, but I was still fasting. And
You had that anchor.
yes, exactly. Yeah, it was an anchor. It was definitely an anchor. So who knows what my numbers would have looked like if I wasn't fasting?
Oh my goodness.
Would have been
Mm-hmm.
would have been diabetic, probably.
Yeah. Well, that's what we say often in the groups too. If you think you're doing bad now,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, if you're fasting for a little bit, can you imagine if you didn't find fasting how you would be?
Yeah.
What your health would
Bingo.
be like?
Bingo.
Okay. So that's why I say the glass is always half empty. Don't look at, oh, I haven't lost the 10 pounds that I wanted to lose, or I haven't lost all the weight that I wanted to lose, or whatever that thing in your head may be. But just go back and say, if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, so if I weren't fasting,
Mm-hmm.
what situation would I be in?
Yeah.
You'd be 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Yes.
So
That's very good, Danielle.
thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely on fire.
Yeah. I have certainly enjoyed getting back together with you two fine ladies.
Same.
Y'all
Same.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the
stay
summer?
every
Any more
time.
vacation? Any more trips?
Um, I don't, well, when we went to see the Ark and the Creation Museum and all of that up in that broke the bank right there. So I don't think there's going to be any more serious vacations
Road trips.
until August the 4th when
Okay.
I have to go back to work, but that's okay because we had a
Okay.
wonderful time there. We took two of the grandgirls, we took my stepdaughter, and we got an Airbnb and we ate some
Okay. Well,
wonderful
good.
food,
Good.
and I still
Good.
fasted right
Mm-hmm.
through all of that. Still
Mm-hmm.
fasted right through all of that, and so, it was wonderful.
Good.
Enjoyed it.
Good. That's the way it should be, right? That's the way it should be.
And
Absolutely.
that's another thing, you can go on vacation and still fast.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Boy, we
Mm-hmm.
talk about that all the time in all the different
Yeah.
groups. There's no
Yeah.
stop fasting when you're on vacation. You can definitely have a longer eating window.
Sure.
Enjoy
Sure.
your
And you can also eat more meals. I always, even when we go on vacation, I always skip breakfast. So I
Mhm.
still don't, even if it's at the hotel, I still don't have breakfast. I just have a cup of coffee and that's it. But I'm sure I eat more at lunchtime than I would if I were home. And I might eat a little bit more at dinner time, but I'm still fasting the hours that I usually do. So for me, basically vacation, nothing changes,
There
Yeah.
you go.
really. So. But like I
It's
said, even if you don't want to fast in the sense of you want to have that breakfast at the hotel, you want to have whatever, that's fine too. When you get back home, you just get back on track and start doing what you were doing before.
Yeah.
You can do it either way. That's what the whole lifestyle thing means. You know,
That's
you're
why we
not
always say, yeah, we always say it's a,
right,
it's not,
right, right.
not
Nothing's written
following.
in stone,
There's no
you
wagon.
know. Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah. Love you girls.
Love
Same, back at you.
you.
Enjoy your
So
summer.
Oh, well, y'all enjoy yours, what's left of it. I hope it does. I hope your heat wave goes away over there.
I hope so. I hope so. Fingers crossed.
over here. Good
All
to
right.
see you.
All right.
Talk soon. All
Talk
right, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.